Yeah, I also saw the news that you will be testifying before Congress. I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz invited you to do that. Can you tell us a little bit about how that happened? And also, I'm so looking forward to you being able to share your story with the nation.
Thank you for saying that. I have asked for this since 2019, 2020. I've said I would go under oath if they would investigate Joe Biden. And nothing has ever happened. One of the misnomers about all of this is like Jen Psaki had gotten up in front of the White House press, and said, this is when she was press secretary. She was asked a question about me and said, oh, that's been litigated. That was absolutely false. And the fact that a representative of the Biden administration made a false and inaccurate statement like that knowingly is really concerning. It's never been investigated. It's never been investigated at all. Paying a PR firm and planting media hit articles on me to silence a story is not investigating a crime. Just like the way the Hunter Biden story was suppressed, just like the Ashley Biden, that part was suppressed. All of that was purposely suppressed with money from the media and from the public seeing it. And that is wrong. That is a crime, actually. So, what I would say is that I'm looking forward to testifying in Congress about my experiences in 1993. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at me and try to say all kinds of things. In 2019, they called me a Russian agent. That was the first thing Biden's campaign said, was that I was a Russian asset. Then when they couldn't do that, they moved on to saying, well, they class shamed me, slut shamed me, basically tried everything in the book. And I kept coming forward and saying, none of this has anything to do with the facts of what happened in 1993. And so I hope that in the congressional investigation, I will be given the opportunity to answer all the questions. And I'll answer questions from Democrats. But if they try to deviate or go off the subject, I'm going to remind them that they didn't do that to Dr. Ford, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't see Democrats asking her about her credentials when she was sexually assaulted. That's ridiculous. Joe Biden wasn't asking me anything like that when it happened in 1993. So, right. Their switch and bait is kind of their tactics. Hypocrisy is, kind of led them. And you have to understand, I was a Democrat for most of my life. I'm no longer, I'm an independent. But I don't like, not just my case, but I don't like what I've seen, the way they've been trying to protect Joe Biden. Also, the way they've targeted Trump supporters and gone after, them in such a horrible way, destroying their lives, holding them in prison, calling them terrorists. I mean, when you enter into politics in a place where you're trying to call your opposition terrorists if they oppose you, we're starting to get into a very dangerous totalitarian, almost fascism regime with the Biden administration, in my opinion. Yeah. Because when you start suppressing political opposition and censoring speech, we've lost our democracy.
Well, Tara, good luck with the hearing. I'm really looking forward to you doing that, because it is time that Joe Biden be held accountable for these things and for people to actually hear your story. So, Tara, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, sure. Thank you for having me.